What is up, everyone? Here's a video I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, on my right side I have the latest product red iPhone XR, and on my left I have the latest previous generation, iPhone X. And what we'll be doing is testing out the speed differences between the two. So these two phones both have 3GB of RAM, and these are the 64GB models. But the XR has the new A12 Bionic chip, while the X is still rocking the previous generation, the A11 Bionic chip. So spec performance wise, the only thing they really have in common is the RAM and the storage capacity. So now let's go ahead and have some fun and compare the two phones. So both phones are restored with the same applications installed on each of them, and they're both running the latest iOS 12.1. So for this first test, we're going to go ahead and turn off each phone and see the differences on how quick the latest A12 processor boots up compared to the previous generation. Now I'm going to connect the power adapter to each of these phones that's hooked up to a surge protector. I'm just going to hit the switch. This way both phones will turn on at the same time. So the XR boot up quicker than the iPhone X. So surprisingly, they're only a second apart. I wasn't expecting this. Compared to each other. This one's giving us that little message because there's a public beta available, but for this video, we're gonna keep them both the same to make it fair between one another. So first thing first, let's go ahead and clear up all the background applications. That's backed up. So first things first, let's go ahead and look at some numbers from Geekbench. So here's the specifications of our two phones. iPhone X, iPhone 11, for some reason it's 0.6 for this one and 0.8 for that one. But both are running the latest iOS 12.1. And then we also see the processor, the A11 Bionic. Geekbench hasn't updated it on their application just yet, so it just gives us this. But I could show you, it's the A12. And then we see the RAM, and for some reason the 10 has 0.1 more than this one. Either way, let's go ahead and do the CPU Geekbench. So let's go ahead and start it between these two in, let me zoom out a bit. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so 2 minutes and 43 seconds is how long it took for this one to complete it. While the iPhone X, 2 minutes and 51 seconds, still going, and it's done. So when it comes to multi-cores, these score numbers are pretty much identical, but when it comes to the single core, that's when the iPhone 11 definitely does dominate. Or iPhone XR, I should say, my bad. What does that mean in real life scenarios? Let's go ahead and boot up Fortnite and see how fast or how far apart they are from each other. So 3, 2, 1. I did tap the iPhone X half a second faster, but shouldn't really affect it that much. As we're seeing here, it's definitely loading a lot quicker. I think this is gonna be the final one. Yep, this one already made it through. The iPhone 11R, why do I keep calling it 11? XR is now in. And this one, lobby. There you go. So yeah, just about 10 seconds apart. Now let's go ahead and move on and open up Asphalt 9. Now for this application, I'm only gonna open up one at a time, but I'm gonna have them split screen because I only have one profile logged into this one, and it's just gonna kick each other out. So for the best results, let's just go ahead and synchronize the footage. So open up Asphalt 9 in 3, 2, 1. So the iPhone XR did it in roughly around 17 seconds, while the 10 finished at 19 seconds. Let's go ahead and open up Instagram. So Instagram in 3, 2, 1. Basically identical. Let's go ahead and open up a less powerful app, but was high demanding at its time during like 2010 or 11 or so. Grand Theft Auto 3. So in 3, 2, 1. See which one loads us faster. resume. Basically, this one was identical. Let's go ahead and go to the next app, and that would be YouTube. Loading up YouTube in 3, 2, 1. 10R beats it hands down, and followed by the 10. Now let's go ahead and do a network test. Now both of these phones are connected to the same network. Let's just make sure they're both connected to the same server. So this one is connected to the Mantica one. And since we're both connected to the same broadband, I'm gonna do each test by themselves. And I'll just split the screen like we did with Asphalt. So let's do the 10R. 3, 2, 1. So the up and down speed are basically identical. I even done one earlier with the cellular and I got the same results. So in real life scenario, during normal situation, these perform about the same when it comes to internet connectivity. Now this next one, we're gonna go ahead and open up iMovie, and we're gonna go ahead and quickly render a new project with the same footage each phone has inside. So let's select this second clip with this drone footage I shot and with some of this. Let's go ahead and create a new movie. And we're gonna hit done. And let's go ahead and export this to our phone. And our selection 360, 540p, 720p. We're gonna go ahead and render it a quick 1080p render. So in 3, 2, 1. Files are being exported. Let's go see which one of these two phones can export a regular 1080p footage the fastest. Alright, so obviously the 10R was first, so the N10R won that round as well. But when it comes to opening up applications that are already pre-installed, they pretty much open up identical. Let's preview the camera app for you guys to see. So camera app in 3, 2, 1. Roughly around the same time. Front facing camera in 3, 2, 1. Basically it's ditto. Basically, yeah, they're identical. There really isn't that much of a difference when it comes to launching those applications. But overall, when it comes to performance, honestly, these two phones, from what we saw, from what I experienced, they're honestly just a couple of seconds apart. It's hardly even noticeable. So if you're debating it, or if you're in a fritz, if you should pick up a 10X or a 10 or something, I made a video that I go more in depth in comparing the camera quality and all that good stuff between these two phones. You can hit that little iCard right there, or click on that video link in the video description down below. But if you guys found this video useful, informative, I would really appreciate if you could hit that thumbs up button. That not only lets me know, but that also helps support this channel as well. And if you guys really want to see another comparison test against another device, maybe the 10S, if this video could get a significant amount of likes in a short period, I'll go out my ways and grab an iPhone XS for the next side-by-side comparison for that video. But as always guys, thanks everyone for watching. Take it easy and see you on the next video. Bye.